Wow, we have a very, very special reward, I suppose, or notification, or whatever you want to call it. We've got a trillionaire. That's right. Elon Musk is a trillionaire. At times he's done it, I can't even begin to cover, but we will certainly give it a shot. As soon as I get this over here, all right. Now, as you can see, one of these days I'll get this right. As you can see from here, the complete list of Elon Musk companies. SpaceX, everybody knew about SpaceX. X, previously known as Twitter. The Boring Company, uh, construction company. Neuralink Corp. If I can get my mouse back to here. Zip2, although it's no longer in business. Uh, AI, OpenAI is one of his. Uh, Tesla, of course. Solar City, and yes, PayPal. Wow. Yep, he was one of them that helped keep our money safe in PayPal. Crazy, nuts, wonderful. But what does that mean? I mean, he's our first trillionaire. Is that a good thing, a bad thing, a who knows thing? By the way, I'm really trying. Let me see if I can. Oh, great, yeah, no face, just the chat bot thing. Oh, there we go. So, for my people here in the Cadillac region, I received a survey the other day. They said, "Hey, go to this website. We want to know what Wexford County people. What's it? What, I can actually read it right off the paper. Um, this study is being done to learn about the issues facing Wexford County. We're inviting a small number of people to complete the short survey. Blah blah blah. Um, so they want to know about us, Wexford County." Well, the problem is, after I got to that wonderful website and did their little uh, survey, their survey was mostly about clean energy. Uh, yeah, a place called Borg Warner, that is a very famous engine manufacturer. They have a factory here, literally, 3 blocks from my home, as the crow flies. Um, but apparently, they're creating another factory that is going to be dedicated to clean um, energy products put into cars and other things. And they wanted my opinion of it. Now, I have nothing against clean energy, except the fact that it is an oxymoron. Clean energy doesn't exist. I said it. Clean energy doesn't exist. Like, subscribe, follow, comment if you disagree. Somebody chat so I can see if the chat's working, but there's my chat. Anyway, and there's no messages, so I don't think it's working. Anyway, yeah, They wanted to know what I thought of clean energy, and I said it's an oxymoron. There is no such thing as clean energy. I said it. We are not running out of fossil fuels, number one. Number two, clean energy isn't clean. Number three, coal and all the rest of the dirty natural resources that provide us with energy, guess what? They're not as dirty as you think. We're not running out of them either. Everybody's always worried, oh, we're going to run out. I remember back in the 70s, they said we were going to run out of gasoline and fossil fuels in 10 years. In the 70s. It's now been, what, 50 years? And we still have it. We still have gasoline. We still have coal. Now, on a list of what would be considered clean energy, one of the cleanest is, of course, solar, power of the sun. But the products that are needed to make solar panels work efficiently need to be dug from the earth. Hence, defeating the whole clean energy argument. We're going to make strip mines instead. Same thing with these electric cars. The batteries that are necessary to run these cars are made up of products that we have to dig into our world to find and try to deplete those instead. I don't know if any of you know, but if you have a Tesla or any other e-vehicle, you try to get a new battery for it, you're cheaper getting a new car. Just saying. Wind. We got these great over in over here by us in a town called McBain. We have a lot of those wind turbines. A lot of them. But they cause a different type of pollution. People get headaches. It's a noise pollution, but it's more of a vibratory noise that we can't even hear as humans. It's causing. So it's not clean energy. Argue me if you wish, but none of it's really clean energy. All of it's got a cost. They haven't come up with the perpetual motion machine that actually works. I look forward to somebody telling me they have. The fact of life as we know it being clean is impossible. You can't be clean in this world. I remember when air pollution was a big problem, right? We were going to run out of air, right? Back in what, 95, about the time the internet became public access. We still have air to breathe. We still have clean air in some places. Terrible, huh? The thing is, my problem with it is that I went to this survey under the false pretense that they actually wanted to know about, and I quote, the issues facing Wexford County. I'm going to tell you a secret. Up here in northern Michigan and up in the UP, and the further, shall we say, north you go, smaller the towns get and the more distance between them happens. Same thing with going from east to west. The further west you go, the towns are more spread out. The further north you go, the towns are more spread out. And the weather on the northern part of it is also a factor. Electric vehicles do not do extremely well in extremely cold weather, but they also don't do well for long range travel. Now, down in where I grew up in southern Michigan, right just up above the border of Michigan and Indiana. I had a town 5 miles to the west, 5 miles to the east, 10 miles south. I had another town 15 miles to the west, another town like 7 or 8 miles to the east. We had towns all over down there. Here in Cadillac, if I want to go to the next town, it's 10 miles. That's the closest. That's the closest town. Now, if I want to go to a bigger city than Cadillac, then I'm going to have to drive an hour one direction or another. And if you do 70 miles an hour, you can figure out that's 70 miles, except, of course, it's not 70 miles an hour because not all of it's freeway up here. Yet another problem with those e-vehicles. Guess what's on the bottom? Your battery. Guess what we have up here? Rough roads. Trying to sell me on an e-vehicle would be trying to trying to sell, I don't know, to be honest, Fred Flintstone on Space Rocket, I guess. Not that I'm old school, but I'm old school. It's just ridiculous, to be honest, what they've accomplished, so to speak, which they haven't accomplished anything, but um, so our trillionaire Elon Musk and the UFC thing. You heard about this? Everybody's upset because Trump's going to have a UFC fight. Well, get over it. He wants to have a concert there, but y'all chickened out of that too. You know, I absolutely despise having to look at some of these news articles in mainstream media because they're almost painful in the way that they coat the actual story with a layer of BS. Um, Bitcoin fell back down. Vanilla Ice still coming up. My hero. Well, one of my heroes. So, yeah, the entirety of our news from most mainstream media is candied or covered with complete BS. Everybody's mad at Elon Musk because he's the first trillionaire and he should be giving his money away to those who need it. Well, as one of those who probably need it, I say, no, the man worked hard for his money. I don't see any of you uh, Democrat millionaires offering to give me money, but you're asking me for donations for your campaigns. Oh yeah, believe it or not, I still get from Democrats. Please help us get this person elected. Uh, Newsflash: pay attention to my feed, and you'll know that that's probably not going to happen. Chat is still being unchatty. I don't know why. It just does not make sense to me. And there's really, as far as I can tell, there's no place for me to respond to any of the to any of the chats. So I don't know how this chat thing works for Restream. I mean, I can type all day long and nothing happens here. I wish I knew somebody was watching. I'd have you send a chat. I got to check, speaking of Restream, make sure that we're actually out there. Oh, there is somebody looking at me. Huh. Let's see what happens when I do this. Nothing. How about this? Still nothing. I see nothing on my Restream chat, and I see nothing on my. Oh, there it came up. So apparently, Restream chat is working. Let's take a look. I gotta cut it over here for a moment. And then bring it back over here. Hello. So in order for me to do it, I have to be 20 places at once. Woohoo! Because I got no chat here for typing in my chats. It's just funny. Um, I'm getting close though, guys. Soon, soon, I will be able to be 100%, huh? Speaking of 100%, on the local front again, there's a group that is suing lots of groups actually. There's a class action lawsuit coming about. Let me just bring up the details on it here, because yeah, I make sure I'm prepared for anything, right? Okay. Um, there we go. Okay. The story comes from the Michigan at the MI opencarry.com or .org, sorry, .org. Um, and it says that individual gun owners and firearm rights organizations have filed a federal civil rights lawsuit. So we're going to pull this up here for you all to see. See if I can bring it up on there. Oh, case number 126. I think it's that one. Oh, I can't bring it up. It's not behaving. Anyway, um, but basically, the suit says basically that the whole license to purchase BS, and the fact that Michigan has their very own, by the way, uh, they they have their very own database of all of you wonderful gun owners in Michigan. And they're saying that is unconstitutional. And they're right. They're right. It is very unconstitutional. The federal government has keeps a database of everyone who buys a gun. The local government and the state government has no need to have such a database. Not when the federal government's already got that taken care of. That's kind of their jurisdiction. And the fact that these license to purchase can be denied for no reason. I could go in to get a license to purchase, and the guy behind the counter may be somebody I went to school with or something that doesn't like me. And next thing I know, I'm being denied a license to purchase. How stupid is that, right? Very stupid. Um, in the chat, I am about to do you all a wonderful favor, or do me a favor, I'm not sure which. I'm going to put into the chat, I'm going to paste into the chat my, there it is. Can't post messages to some channels. Why? Doesn't tell me why. Back to chat. Okay. I'm still going to put this in the chat. So there are my links to watch my chat on TikTok, to follow me on X, of course, Facebook and YouTube, and to follow my music on Suno. I do not sing my own music. You should be very thankful for that because I can't sing. That's why I do this. As a matter of fact, like I told my Uncle Randy when he said, "You can't sing a song, you can't write a song." I said, "Well, you don't. I can sing the songs. I have them memorized. They're my songs. But to be honest, you don't want me to sing them." Uh, so I guess what I'm saying is freedoms are being taken one little crumb at a time. First they say, well, we need you to register. Then we need you to get this permission slip, and then we need you to. It's just one thing after another. Then you can't buy certain guns, and then you can't buy. Newsflash: nowhere in the Constitution does it say what kind of arms I'm allowed to carry. In fact, it doesn't even say that I am allowed to carry arms. It says I'm not, that the government is not allowed to stop me from carrying arms. Okay? If anyone who has ever been in my house knows, I have weapons on my walls, swords, daggers. I have crossbows, hand crossbows. I have guns. I have. The point is, the government does not have the right to tell me I can't have my weapons. But a news flash, so to speak, is that it doesn't matter the weapon. I, or any other veteran, I imagine, doesn't need a weapon to kill you. I mean, it makes it easier, especially if we don't want you to get close to us. It's a joke. So the point is, it's not about the weapons, it's about the person using the weapon. And in my opinion, that's more dangerous. The person using the weapon is far more dangerous than what type of weapon the person is using. So, I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to tell you all I love you, and I will talk to you soon, probably tomorrow, if my grandson allows me to. As I can hear right now, he's in my back room making a mess. So, love to all. I will talk to you soon.